At the end of the day, everyone has access to the same information in trading, more or less. It is very hard to find an edge. So I have come to realize that what makes people thick in trading, especially, is the fact, first of all, they have found some sort of an edge, and second of all, they are not very psychologically attached to their trades. Those two elements I have incorporated in my trading strategy. I want to walk you through a trade that I have taken today, and this trade is a double-digit returning trade on Nasdaq. What is so special for this trade is, first of all, I can't remember taking such a trade or such a profitable trade in the middle of the summer, and this is probably one of the most emblematic trades for me based on this criteria only. But just to step aside, what I wanted to talk to you about today was the fact that traders have access to the same information. We all have access to the same charts. We have information to the same indicators. We have access to the same patterns, a library of candlestick charts, you name it. And day after day, the statistics are showing us over 95% retail traders are losing money. Traders that are not classified as professional traders. So what does this have to tell us? There is one thing that comes to mind straight away, and this is what Kahneman and Tversky has talked about in the Journal of Finance. This is the loss aversion effect. So people would hate it more to lose $50 than to be in profits of the same amount, or to make $50. And in other words, if you take this hypothesis, or even theory, I would say, because this has been proven, it means that we are more prone to be able to stick to losing positions and to be, more fearful of losing $50 than you would be to wait for the trade to come back to break even. That's why so many traders are actually, when they're running a losing trade, they don't really want to cut this loss, and this loss becomes into a bigger loss, then a bigger loss, then it almost becomes like an avalanche effect. And in the end of the day, you're ending up, you could even get a margin call, guys. I mean, it happened to me when I was trading in the beginning. I've had quite a few times margin calls, which is definitely not a fun feeling. But apart from that, what I wanted to say is, I think I'm diverting a lot, but in a way, this is the same route I wanted to take to tell you what has led me to be able to get and nail double-digit returning trades. So once you're in the trade itself, you need to basically work your way around it, and you need to feel comfortable with the trade. You need to feel the ground first, see which direction the market goes. And the way I have structured my strategy is to always take and secure profits very quickly. So maybe this is my psychology, maybe this is the way I perceive the markets, and this is what keeps me in a way secure, because no matter what, you can't really run away from your nature. You would always like to feel secure in one way or another. Unfortunately, for the majority of new traders, this type of security is hidden in the fact that if they're running a losing trade, they will just stick to this losing trade because they don't really want to lose. Because if they close this trade at a $50 loss, for them it would be worse in a way than wait in an uncertainty that this trade can potentially go to break even or maybe turn into profits. So in other words, they're doing all of the wrong things for the right reasons, because this is what nature dictates. When I'm taking a trade, knowing all of those facts, I'm trying to basically incorporate this into my trading plan. And again, taking this knowledge, if I'm in a losing trade, I would actually be more fearful than if I were in a profitable trade. That's why I'm trying to do everything possible once I'm in a trade to book profits quickly and get into a risk-free trade. Then from there, I'm free of this loss aversion fearfulness. I'm free to let a trade run for a very long time, as you will see in the video that I will show you literally in a few seconds. And then based on that initial traction you're getting and this initial risk-free state of mind, and also of course risk-free trade that you're running, this allows me to run a trade for a very long time if the market environment aligns itself in the right direction. So those are very important words, guys. If the market environment aligns itself in the right direction. So have a look at the video and please let me know what you think in the comments below. All right, this was a very good ride, guys. It's been so far 1 to 20 risk to reward ratio, and this is a Nasdaq trade. Today we had another trade on the Dow Jones, and funny enough, I closed this trade very quickly, and this is where I took the trade, and this is where I booked the profits. So this was all shared in my day trading room, and unfortunately I couldn't really run this trade for too long. I kind of lost hope since it's the summer period. I usually don't expect to see such a volatility back to the markets on the 1st of August, but I was definitely proven wrong, and I'm happy that I was proven wrong, because I saw the price was actually pumping lower on Dow. I thought that I actually missed the whole thing, but Dow continues falling down. It's almost 700 points lower, and now as you can see here, Nasdaq is it's still going lower. This is the 1 minute time frame, and from a longer term perspective it still looks all right, I would say, but let's see how much momentum there is in this trade. This is an area I was looking at, but by the sound of it, my logic is okay. I mean, is the summer period, the price is literally falling through the bottom of the earth, and now we are at this point. Would the price really stop here and reverse, or the price would actually continue going lower? Also, from a even longer term perspective, if you look at the daily, my analysis is as follows. So first, to start with, why I'm doing all that is because usually the biggest problem that traders are facing is if you don't have some sort of a framework, if things are not going according to your plan, you need to ask questions, and you need to ask a lot of questions, guys. So I'm asking here myself the question, like anyone else out there should be asking themselves the question: is there more room to for this price to go lower? And I think logically yes, because if you look at the numbers, Nasdaq has been down 1.5% today. Then the Dow Jones has been down 1.3%. DAX, which is the major European index, and according to a lot of people, it usually is a precursor or leads the price action of the American indices, or especially when it comes to markets topping out, it has been down 2.2%, and seems like the price is just like making one new low after another. Coming back to the Dow, pretty much the same story, and Nasdaq, it's already, we were at 1 to 20, now we are 120 to 23, and actually the price keeps on going lower. So for me, the likelihood, let's put it this way, the likelihood of the price going further down or further lower, it's higher based on all of the evidence I have than for the price staying at this level or reversing. So we are already at 1 to 24 risk to reward ratio, and as you can see, the price just keeps on pumping lower. This is where I took this trade, which was 3:27 local time. I'm based in London, as the majority of you know, and this is where I took the trade. So our risk on this trade was only 12 points, which is fantastic, but in all honesty, again, I was not prepared for such a move. But let's see, guys. I'll let this trade run, and I'll update you accordingly. This trade is literally going amazingly well. It's the best trade that I have ever taken in this trading room, and currently it's staying at 1 to 77 risk to reward ratio, 1 to 77, guys. So just a little bit of a refresher. This is where I entered the trade yesterday, and I made a video around this level when we were having double-digit returns, but not as high as 77, which is absolutely ridiculous. And this is the 1 minute chart. If I just zoom out to the 50-minute chart, we can have a better feel about this trade and the magnitude that it has gone. So I've just shared this with my trading community. Everyone is shocked. People are saying insane. It's the funniest thing is that yesterday I was checking the news. There was literally nothing about the sell-off before the sell-off was already well into a good over 1% sell-off. Having said that, if I go to the daily chart, you can see the Nasdaq yesterday was down 3%. So there was literally nothing. Everything was about the earnings from Apple and the other tech giants, and literally nothing regarding this massive slide. Then Dow Jones as well. As you can see, this is probably the biggest sell-off in the in the near past, and literally nothing was said on the media. Was it a coincidence? I'm not sure, but it's a funny fact how every time I've noticed there is a sell-off, that almost nothing can be read on the on the major news out there. So here it is again. This is the 1 hour chart. We are more or less in a place where I can book profit, so I'm happy to do that. And I will be closing this trade straight after finishing this video. So it was a pleasure really walking you through this trade, guys, and sharing with you my thoughts. If you have any questions or doubts, or you want to have a free trial access to the trading community, just DM me below in the comment section below. All right, guys, I'm thinking of booking profits here, and we are at 1:77 risk to reward ratio, and I'm gonna close these trades now. All right, so profits have been taken.